All right. How's everybody doing? ETH. Right. Hools. Hey, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Are you ready for non-farm payrolls? We are about to go live for non-farm payrolls. 1 minute to go. All right. Hi, Ryan. How are you? All right. We are seconds away from non-farm payrolls and U.S. And Canada employment change. So it's expected that the U.S. added 870,000 jobs last month, and it's expected that. All right, so let's have a look at this. Big beat. Big beat in non-farm payrolls, and big beat in the unemployment rate, right? So the U.S. added 943,000 jobs last month. So let's have a look what how the markets are reacting to this, right? The U.S. dollar must be flying at the moment. In fact, it is. Just a second, I'm managing some positions that we have here. Cool. All right, so let's have a look at how the market is reacting. Of course, with this big beat in employment numbers last month and this dip in the unemployment rate, we're going to see some bullishness out of the U.S. dollar. But that what I want to actually look at is the Canadian employment change. So the CAD employment change, right? Let's see. Time frame 5 minutes. All right. Cool. Okay. Yeah, will you give signal or strategy, Sahil? You can ask just once. I will respond when I see the question, right? Okay, so hold on. Well, I don't have my phone here. It's fine. So let's have a look at how the markets are reacting. Let's have a look at the U.S. manufacturing payrolls, U.S. participation rate, and this is the data that I really like to see. The U.S. average hourly earnings, right? they increased 4% versus 3.6% of the previous month. Right. So let's have a look at the Canadian dollar, how the Canadian dollar is reacting to this news. Right. Canada full employment change. Big beat on Canada full employment change. Here on red box on my news terminal. Right. So let's see. 83,000 jobs added. Part-time employment. Part-time employment actually did not beat, and the participation rate practically the same. So let's have a look at how the Canadian dollar is reacting to this. We do have a short position on the CAD yen, right? This was the setup that we took today. Pretty slam dunk setup. Right now the Canadian dollar is rallying. CAD yen. Let's have a look again at the DXY. So this is kind of what I was expecting, you know. A rally to the to today's ADR highs, and then some bearish pressure at the highs at the previous broken level. But having said that, well, we are going to keep that CAD yen open. Let me show you our trades, actually, the VIP trades. So these are the VIP trades at the moment. We have this CAD yen, right? For our chart. Now let's have a look at the hourly. Yeah, we have this CAD yen, right? With a 1 to 2.5 risk to reward ratio. Then we have the Aussie yen, which is our hedge on the Japanese yen, right? And the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, that we already took 75% off on the highs, and we are going to keep that for a swing trade, right? So the thing here is that that we have a buy and a sell on the yen, right? So we are hedged on the yen with a buy on the Aussie yen and a sell on the CAD yen. So if we get stopped out on the CAD yen, the Aussie yen is going to rally, right? So we are going to make money on the Aussie yen whilst losing 1R on the CAD yen. That's the idea of that hedge, right? So targets on the Aussie yen are about 1.5R, and yeah, stop losses on the CAD yen at 1R. So basically, we're going to make half an R with this hedge. So AJ Sam, guys, don't waste your time and money on trading by listening to these school kids. Work hard and save money and help your family. Please don't trade. Yeah, that's a good advice if you don't know what you're doing. Right, so let's have a look at the US dollar. This is what I was expecting, right? That big rejection of the 92.50. And you know, like I said yesterday, non-farm payrolls is really not the massive high impact event that it was you know, a couple of years ago. So let's have a look at the Euro USD, right? this week low on the Euro USD, it's only 21 pips, right? A couple of years ago, 3 years ago, during non-farm payrolls, you would see a massive move of about 100 pips during the release of the data. Right, so is that what we were trading? I don't know. I don't understand the question, Yemi Max. So what do we do next? Well, if you are a VIP subscriber, we are holding on to our trades, right? We have a hedge on the yen, with a buy on the Aussie yen and a sell on the CAD yen. And we have a free trade on the New Zealand dollar US dollar. What is BNB USD? All right, so let's have a look if we can find something to trade. Let's have a look at equities, right? Yeah, big rally on the Nasdaq, on the Dow. The Nasdaq, however, is dipping at the moment, right? So this is what I was, not expecting, but what I'm waiting for on the Nasdaq is a dip to the 1500 level, the 15,000 level to 15,100 level around the previous highs. For a buy, which is what's happening at the moment. I'm sorry. So we're not going to buy right now. We are going to wait and see. Actually, we need to go lower in time frames. We're going to wait and see what happens here. We need a rejection of these levels for us to be able to have a risk parameter and a normal buy. BNB USD ordering crypto VIP. I do not manage the crypto group, so but I'm going to escalate that question for you. You are more than welcome, Chetan. You are more than welcome. Right, so gold right now is crashing. Big crash in gold, DXY. Well, this is what we're going to do. Okay, let's have a look at the hourly on the DXY, and this is the level. This is the make it or break it level for me, the 92.50 to 92.60. Right. Actually, let's have a look at the 4-hour chart. Let me thicken this out for you guys. This is actually the make it or break it level for me, right? If the DXY, if the DXY breaks with this level, right, consolidates above that level and continues to rally, then we are going to look for buys on the US dollar, right? Now, if buyers are not strong enough to break with this level, then sales are going to be in play, but we need to wait and see what happens, right? So let's have a look at the Euro USD. Someone asked me if it is time to buy the Euro US dollar. Well, this is the level. This is the Euro USD is back again at the 1778, and this is the level where we started to look for buys with the swing trading VIP group, right? Our stops are all the way below here, so And this is a very, very thick level. And, again, we need to wait and see what happens with the US dollar. We are in pre-market right now. But it looks very, very strong, right? So it's very plausible that we are going to have to close our Euro USD. So to answer your question, I wouldn't buy into this weakness on the Euro USD. This is a very strong move to the downside. Let's have a look at the chat. I think gold just hit stop loss in swing trade. Yep, I think so too. Let's have a look. Yep, it hit stop loss on the swing trading. Our stop losses were all the way down here. Yeah, it hit stop loss. I'm going to update that. I'm going to update it on the group. What we're going to do is we're going to be adding on Ethereum, actually on our Ethereum longs later today if we break with the 2900 level right here. Okay. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at all markets and let's see if we can actually find something tradable. Yeah, to be completely honest, equities look super, super toppy, right? Don't you agree? Look at the S&P 500 on the 4-hour chart, looking super toppy. The Dow looking super toppy, and the Nasdaq already moving to the downside. Having said that, I am not going to be selling any equities at the moment. All right, let's have a look at the news terminal to see what is going on. Sahil, I don't think I'm going to give any signals to trade right now. It is pretty volatile, and there is absolutely no setup at the moment in any markets that I am looking at. Yeah, so someone asked me about the pound yen, right? The pound yen. Let's have a look at our CAD yen. Our CAD yen is still live, and we have the other one on the Aussie yen, right? So that hedge is still working. The pound yen, to be completely honest, what we're doing, we are waiting for price to hit this massive level. This is the 4-hour chart, right? This is last week's highs, and this is the highs of the week of July 13, right? This is a massive level. The last time that we were trading here, or price was trading here, let's have a look. Last week price dropped about 1.5%, and on the week of July 13th, it dropped 3.28%, right? So what we are doing, what we are waiting for is for price to hit this level. And to be completely honest, what we're looking for is a break above that level, a consolidation around the 154 level, and then we're going to look for buys here, right? At the moment, there's absolutely no setup, and let's have a look at the hourly, right? If we look at the hourly, we are in the middle of nowhere, and we are in the middle of the ADR, right? The ADR is the average daily range, right? We are so close to last week's highs that the risk to reward ratio to first targets is really, really off. So that's why we're waiting for that breakout, and then we're going to look for buys. Very possibly, we're not going to trade the pound yen today, right? On the daily, yeah, great question, Giovanni. Great question, Giovanni, on the DXY. Yeah, I was focused on that bearish pattern on the DXY, but now it has been invalidated, right? Still, we are trading. Sahil, I'm not going to give any trades at the moment, right? I already saw your question, mate. Relax. So I was focused on this pattern, right? And and the break of these lows. But right now, with this big rally on the DXY, my short bias on the short term has been invalidated. So we are going to look for longs at the moment. Yeah, exactly. I didn't see any new lower lows on the daily chart. That is correct. But the thing about this is that we are still trading below the 93 level, right? I'm not saying that I'm still bearish on the DXY at all. Actually, this is a very bullish daily candle, but we are still trading below the 93 level. So, to be utterly and completely bullish, price would have to break with the 93 level and consolidate above the 93 level and above these highs. If that happens, if that scenario plays out, then we will be completely looking for big buys, right? So hold on just a second. I need to, yeah. Just a second, guys. I need to Ethereum, USD. Right. So let's have a look at that CAD yen again. That hedge is still working. Right. So Sahil, I don't think I am going to give a signal. So, and I already saw your question, mate. So relax. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, right? We still need to see what happens when the market opens. It's very plausible that price is going to continue to rally, at least to retest that 93 level, right? But this is a thick level. Just look at the historic price action on the DXY, right? This is a massive level. Gold buy. I don't know, man. This is looking very bearish. Very bearish. Yeah, utterly bearish. I wouldn't recommend buying gold. Buying to this weakness. Let's have a look at the hourly, right, on gold, and let's have a look at some levels. Actually, I'm gonna look at the 2 hour chart, right? So the 775 with these lows right here would be the real make or break it level. But to be completely honest, this we're talking about a 1.5% move to the downside today in just one candle. So it's buying gold at the moment. It's super and utterly risky, right? All metals are crashing. The one that I really like for a deep buy is actually copper, but I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, sure, I can take a look at crude oil. Let me see if I got stopped out at break even on my Brent from yesterday. Yep. So yesterday I took a short in Brent. Not yesterday, actually 2 days ago. I took a short here, and I just got stopped out at break even. Right. So to me, the bearish continuation in crude oil is no longer in play. Right. Absolutely no longer in play. Well, having said that, we are still trading below the 72.70 level. We are still trading below the previous base that price broke with and retested right here. But there's no setup to sell at the moment. And like I told you, I mean, I was in a sell in Brent, and I got stopped out of break even around here. And if you look at the daily, it looks very, very bullish. I mean, just look. This is Brent, right? I mean, WTI should be the same. Right. Let's have a look at WTI. I don't know. Right. WTI. I mean, should be the same exactly. So if you have a look at this daily chart in Brent, right? Price completely bounced from the previous key level, right? From the top of that flat triangle. So yeah, it's looking very bullish at the moment. That's why. I mean, that's why I move my stops at break even before taking profits on my first targets, because I saw yesterday's candle, and on the Asian session, a continuation to the upside. You are welcome. You are more than welcome. So yeah, let's have a look at what's going on with everything. So Euro NZD, GBP, Yen, CAD Yen. Right, let's have a look at at the major currency pairs. So, I mean, the Euro US dollar, it's going to be very, very hard for sellers to break with this level, with the 1760 to 1785 level. This is a super, super thick volume zone. And if you look at the hourly, let's have a look at the hourly. If you look at the hourly, you can see that with this US dollar rally, the move in the Euro USD has not been. It's only 32 pips from high to low on the last hourly candle, right? So I'm not saying that this is an opportunity to buy the Euro USD, but this is a level that you should keep an eye on. Right. So, I mean, pretty volatile and absolutely choppy all around. Wow, the euro. Let's have a look at the yen, actually. Okay, so if you were yesterday on my live show, I was talking about this is FXEM's Japanese yen basket, which is basically like the DXY, but for the Japanese yen, right? So yesterday I was talking about the non-directionality on the yen on the past 2 weeks of trading, right? But we are still trading above this massive base. Right now the yen is dipping, okay? But we are still trading above this massive base, and on the midterm, we are in a bullish structure. Now, having said that, and this is also the reason that we put on that hedge on the Japanese yen with the CAD yen, right? because of the non-directionality on the Japanese yen. So if the Japanese yen continues to dip and breaks with this base, then our Aussie yen is going to rally. And we're going to get stopped out on the CAD yen, right? But because there's no directionality in the market, we needed to hedge our position, right? Now, should we buy gold? Should we buy now? What's the stop loss and take profit? I haven't said anything about buying gold, mate. At all. At all. I haven't said anything about buying gold. I don't give financial advice or trading advice. Look at your chart, and if buying this makes sense to you, just go ahead. If not, don't do it. Right, let's have a look at the news terminal. Uh-huh. No, it's the same, right? You joined yesterday, but the Aussie yen was not sent yesterday, right? But the day before, yeah. This is the thing. Just have a look at this hourly candle on the Aussie yen. Let's have a look at the CAD yen. Must be the safety. No, the CAD yen is actually rallying. Yeah, the Euro US dollar string VAP trade is currently in drawdown. I am still on it. This is the idea. This is basically um, the trade idea, right? Let's have a look at the 2-day chart. Okay, so what we did is we bought the Euro USD at the break of this reversal pattern, right? With our stops below these lows, and I'm still on it. Of course, still on drawdown like you. But the thing about this is that you know, are you going to panic sell? Are you going to panic close your position or not? Um, even though this let's go back to the daily chart. Even though this daily chart um, looks like a reversal and extremely bearish, to me the swing trade, the long term buy on the Euro USD is still valid, right? And it will be valid until price breaks with these lows. Eventually, with these lows, right? Right. Let's have a look at the chat. Is this on TradingView? I'm sorry, but all I'm doing is listening to the live feed. Yeah, yeah. This is TradingView. CAD yen stopped out. Let's have a look. I need to change accounts. Give me a second. Yeah, we got stopped out on the CAD yen short, uh, but we are still holding on to that Aussie yen long, which is the hedge that we have. Yeah, and I miscalculated on my risk, should be 2.5, but wrongly put at 25%. Wow, wow, be careful with that. Jesus. Yeah, you should use 1% risk per trade. be careful with that. So Aussie yen signal hit stop loss and you posted it running today. No, Aussie yen did not hit stop loss. Aussie yen is still very much alive. I'll show you. Yeah, Aussie yen is pretty much alive. What we did with the Aussie yen is that we moved stop losses right here at the 80.95 level, 94 I think. So this is our current trade on the Aussie yen. It hasn't hit stop loss. Yeah, I mean, be careful with that, Mike, because I mean that's a big mistake, you know. But I mean, if you're still learning, I imagine that you're trading a small account. So I mean, you have to learn from your mistakes, right? So let's have a look at what's going on. I mean, I'm just waiting for the market to open, guys, and just to see what the New York volume brings in. So yeah, I mean, you wanted to buy gold, just breaking through all levels. I mean, be careful with that. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, and I'm just looking at some trades that I have running. Hold on. This I might just close. So I mean, yes, this is a trade that I took that I'm about to close. A short on the euro yen. Yeah, I'm gonna close this one actually. Boom. Cool. So I took a short on the euro yen. I think earlier today. And I mean, the rationale behind this trade was this, right? Let's start by looking at the daily chart. We're trading below the previous base, the previous broken level, right? And if you look at the 4-hour chart, the 4-hour chart was looking very bearish, right? I mean, after this break to the downside, we were retesting the previous base, right? The weekly pivot. There was some bullish, bearish divergence, and I saw a continuation pattern, right? But yeah, I'm sorry about the lines actually. But right now with the Japanese yen dipping, the euro yen is flying. Not flying, but it's moving. It's being bullish. So my trade idea has been invalidated. Having said that, right? Having said that, on the hourly chart, and I mean, this is something I'm not gonna take this trade, right? But I mean, if price or if buyers are not strong enough to break through and push price above the 129.82 to 129.90 level, I think that I am going to reshort. But again, I have to keep an eye on this because, well, I need to wait for the New York session to open actually. Let's have a look at the chat. Two questions. Any stock signals lately? Do you plan to provide something? I don't trade stocks myself, you know. I really don't trade stocks. Second one, lately we had various stop losses snipered. I mean, the entry was the highest point of the, and the stop loss was the lowest point of the candles. Don't you think to take some pips of buffer? Yeah, I mean, I do, but the thing, I mean, let me show you actually. But I mean, I'm going to grab the Aussie yen chart, right? So because the VIP signals are basically day trades, right? What we do or what I do is, I mean, I look for very tight ranges, daily ranges, and what we trade is the break of the highs or the break of the lows, depending on our bias, depending on our analysis, right? So yeah, I mean, we do put our stop losses, for example, hold on, let me just take this. If we were to trade, for example, if we were to put on a buy stop right now on the Aussie yen, I would put my buy stop here and I would put my stop loss here below the daily lows. Why? Because if price breaks with the daily lows, my trade idea is no longer valid. Okay? And I mean, I could put my stop losses all the way below yesterday's low, but why would I? I mean, why would I put such a wide stop loss, right? If the invalidation level of my idea is just this base. But yeah, I mean, you could do it too. I mean, you could put your stop 10 pips lower if that makes you more comfortable. I don't remember what it was. I think this is the entry. All right, so let's have a look at what's going on metals. The DXY still rallying, metals crashing, silver. Silver is the one that has been hammered down the most, down 2.60%, gold down 1.7%, and copper up 0.72%. Right? Actually, we could. I mean, I was looking at the possibility of entering long positions in gold here, in gold in copper. I mean, this looks extremely good, right? I wouldn't enter a long position right now in copper because it's Friday, right? But this is actually the level that I was looking at. Okay, I was in a long position in copper and I took profits here and I got stopped out of the rest of my position when price broke with these lows. But now I'm looking to re-enter long at the retest of these previous highs. So if we look at the 4-hour chart, right? Let's just delete all the drawings. If we look at the 4-hour chart, I mean, it doesn't look very, very clean on the 4-hour chart. That's the main issue that I have with this market. And the immediate structure is very bearish. So, where would this structure break, right? At the break of these highs, right? Why? Because this is the first high, the first low, the second lower high, the second lower low. So the distance between where price is trading at the moment and my validation level is just way too wide. That's the only issue that I have with this deep buy, possible deep buy in copper. But it's still looking very good. Right. His trading looks great, but don't invest in their investment program. Big scam. Tristina Allen. Why do you say that? US dollar, Swiss franc. This is a market that I don't trade. And yeah, but let's have a look. I mean, this was actually a good setup to buy into this weakness at the 90-40 level or so, at the retest of these previous highs. I mean, this is basically what I always look for, you know. in a bullish move, a retest of the previous broken highs. In a bearish move, a retest of the previous broken lows. But to be completely honest, this move is gone. It's completely and utterly gone. You ask us to send you funds, then say we are in profit and need to send more funds to get the money out. That it's a scam. All right, so apparently, Tristina, what happened to you is that you got scammed by some scammers, right? Are you talking about some scammers asking you for $500 and that you will see a return of 75% in 2 hours or so? That was a scam. That is not us. That is not us. And never, ever, ever send money to anyone over the internet. That is not us. That is not us. That is, there's a lot of scammers that just take our logo and they create Telegram groups or channels or whatever, and they use our name to scam people. Yeah, I mean, no, I mean she got scammed, and I'm sorry about that. But we really try to fight with this scam, with all of these scammers, but it's super. I mean, it's impossible basically. My advice is that you just never, never, never send money online to anyone. We are never going to contact you and we are never going to ask you to send us funds. Ever. Never. Yeah, what we do is we have a MAM account, exactly. Yeah. So let's move on. I'm sorry about that. I mean, I'm sorry that you got scammed. Really, just be careful and I mean, yeah, just be careful because I mean, there's a lot of, I mean, people are always going to try to take advantage of our followers. Can gold go any lower? Listen, the thing about gold, the thing about gold. I mean, yeah, the thing about gold is this, right? Let's have a look at the daily chart, right? So, this is what's going on with gold at the moment, right? From the highs to the lows, gold is down about 3.3%. This is a very short move. I mean, this is not a very strong move. Well, it looks very strong, but the thing about this is that this zone, this 1770 level to the 1740 level, this zone right here, is the make it or break it level. Let's have a look at historic price action, right? Historic price action gives you clues. Okay, if you look at this previous key level, right, when price was trading inside of this tight range, and then when it broke to the upside, this is where buyers really, really jump in and they move price to all-time highs, right? Again, here is where they jump in again and where they jump in again. Okay. We need to wait and see what happens, and we need to wait and see if buyers jump in again at this level. So to answer your question, can gold go any lower? I don't know. Who knows, right? Who knows? But what you need to focus on is the reaction of price action at these levels. Right? That is my opinion. So let me just have a real fast look at this. Okay, 1771. Right. Do you get, Ethereum. I'm just looking at some trades that I need to manage on the other side, on my other screen. Do you have any questions? When what I mean, Christina. Yeah. Again, I'm sorry that that happened to you. Just be careful. You know, just be careful. Uh, Anyone that promise you returns, specific amount of returns, is just scamming you, right? No one can. I mean, if someone actually says that by investing with them, you're going to receive a set amount of returns per week, month, or year. I mean, they're just trying to scam you. They're just trying to take your money. It's impossible, you know, to know that. Right, so let's have a look at, super choppy all around. The yen is actually the one that is looking extremely good. The CAD yen, yeah, it stopped us out. And the Aussie yen starting to rally. It's going to be a slow one. But, what I'm aiming on the Aussie yen, right? The VAP signal has a target around the 82.10 or so, right? So I'll show you on the daily. The 82.10, so about, yeah, below these lows, around here, right? What I am aiming at, I also took that trade, what I'm aiming at is a continuation of this rally, right? Looks very good, looks very flaggy, this breakout for a continuation higher, okay? That is what I'm looking for on the Aussie yen, and that is why I sent you guys that signal. All right, do you have any questions? We've been live for 52 minutes. Let's have a look at the news terminal. Robinhood shares extend gains. I mean, I think did you guys see that? Robinhood shares, when they open options trading on Robinhood shares, right? Price, I think that the stock gained 100% or 50% a day, something ridiculous. And all of that is because of Reddit. you know. Right. Any idea how to manage the euro US dollar? Few pips to the stop loss, possibly to do something, another entrance in order to lower. Listen, let's have a look at the euro USD. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Hold on. So, no, adding to a losing trade is it's a losing endeavor. You know, right now, let's have a look at the actual chart, right? So, right now we are either going to get stopped out, right, or price is going to bounce from this level, okay? But averaging down a losing trade to me is like burning money. So no, I wouldn't advise to do that. Of course, that because our trade idea is still very much valid, you could, you could think or consider that buying at these lows is the best possible entry that we're going to get. But the thing about this is that price already reversed on us. Okay, so you don't know, or we don't know if buyers or if buy orders here are thick enough to stop sellers from pushing price lower, right? So the probability of success of a re-entry at these lows is not very good. So what you will be doing actually is just adding to a loss, okay? And that is all, the plan and the risk management that we have on the trade. On the future, my advice on the future is if this is what you, if this is what you want to do on the future, my advice is when I send a swing trading signal, right? When I send a swing trading signal, right? Instead of entering with a 1% risk, right? Enter with 0.5%. Why? Because if this happens, then you can add here the other half of the other 0.5%. Okay, but if you are already with full risk on the trade, adding here is a losing endeavor. Right, Orlando, I want to join this, but how much equity should you have if you want to join Learn to Trade? Um, it depends. I cannot tell you how much money you should have in your trading account in order to trade our signals, right? That is completely up to you and how comfortable you are with the money that you're putting at risk, right? But I don't know. I don't know. If you're trading a small account, a $500 account, right? My advice is that you should join the VIP group, right? And if what I talk about and what I explain and the way that I see the markets, the way that my decision making process works, my rationale, etc., makes sense to you, then not only you're going to profit from the signals, but also you're going to learn a little bit, from the analysis, the live sessions, etc. And it's only £35 a month, and we price it at that level, so everybody can actually join. You know. Right. If you can't find the DXY on AvaTrade, you just have to do this. Hold on, let me show you. Because we do have it. Right. So, hold on. I want to show you all the accounts. So what you need to do is this, all right? If you can't find the DXY, let's have a look. Where is it? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So you see, I cannot find it. So what you need to do is right-click on the Market Watch and then click on Show All, and then just go ahead and find it. Where is it? Here it is, dollar index. Boom. Yeah, exactly. The DXY is not. I don't even know if you can trade the DXY on AvaTrade. I'm not gonna put on a trade, but let's have a look at the specifications of the contract. I think you can. This is a CFD, right? But I have never traded DXY. The only reason that I look at DXY is just to have a gauge on how the US dollar is trading, right? And I use the DXY to decide and to look at the levels where I'm going to either buy or sell the US dollar. For example, right now. All right, let's look at let's look at the 4-hour chart. Okay, so let's say that this was not non-farm payroll Friday. Okay, and I'm looking at DXY and it's trading like this. Okay, I'm looking for sales, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for price to hit the 92.70 level or this previous base, and this is where sellers jump in, right? And I'm going to wait and see the reaction of the DXY. If we get a rejection on the DXY and a bearish continuation, then I'm going to go and look for sales on the US dollar on all the markets that I have on my watch list. For example, maybe a buy on the Euro US dollar, maybe a sell on the US dollar CAD, maybe a buy on the pound US dollar, maybe a sell on the US dollar Japanese yen, etc. So the DXY is just to get engagement on how that currency is trading. That's also why I have the Japanese yen basket, FXCM's Japanese yen basket, which is basically the same, right? And it is looking very bearish. So that means that our hedge is currently working. Yep. If you look at this, the Aussie yen, the Aussie yen is again retesting today's highs. And if price breaks with today's highs, this is going to rally. So our hedge is working, right? Yeah, I do trade equities, not very often. Not very often because, let me show you, hold on. All right, just let me show you. Not very often, because I really don't day trade. Okay, this is my current position on the S&P 500, right? So what I do is I really just look for key levels to buy into some weakness, and then I add to my trades. And yeah, right now this is just the last part of this S&P 500 position. My stops are below those lows, and I already took profits at what was the all-time highs. Right? So yeah, basically, what else, guys? Do you have any questions? Ethereum. I do have another chat. So basically this, I'm going to show you my idea on Ethereum, right? Maybe on the 4-hour chart. Maybe on the 4-hour chart. So yeah, on the 4-hour chart. Actually, let's grab the 8-hour chart. So this is my idea in Ethereum, right? This is a massive, massive level. Hold on. Right. All right. So this is a massive, massive level, right? Where, just hold on. Let me show you. Right. So the last time that we were trading here, or the price was trading here, is where sellers really jump in and move price down about 40%, right, to the downside. We are again trading at that same level, but the difference is that this move is extremely bullish. If you look at the daily chart in Ethereum, we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bullish candles in a row. One pullback and then two very bullish candles. So I'm waiting to see how today's candle closes, but this move to me is utterly and extremely bullish. That's why with the swing trading team, we decided to just delete our take profits and just ride this one to all-time highs. So having said that, what I'm looking at is the break of these previous highs, right? So might happen today, might happen during the weekend, but when and if this scenario plays out, what I'm going to be looking for is a break, a retest, consolidation here, and here's where I will be adding. So basically what I'm looking at is this exact price action, but at the highs, right? Yeah, and of course, this is where I will be send. I mean, if this scenario plays out, this is where I'll be sending that ad on to the swing trading group. Oh, the market just opened, right? The market just opened. I didn't even realize that. So let's have a look at the volume during the New York Open. Right, DXY. Let's have a look at the hourly. Yeah, the DXY retested these previous lows. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I cannot say that this is looking bearish, but I can. I mean, this is looking bullish actually. But I mean, with you know, with the New York Open, I would have assumed that a lot of buyers would have jumped in right now. So because we don't have level 2 on the DXY, I don't know if it is because this is a thick zone of high volume sell orders, or because there is no volume in the market right now. But yeah, let's wait and see what happens. So trade CAD yen. The CAD yen got stopped out at a loss, but it's fine because it was a hedge with our Aussie yen that is currently in profit. Why did you close the uni position yesterday? I don't know what uni is. If you're talking about crypto, I'm not the one that sends signals in that group. All right. So you guys have any more questions at all? You know, I'm more than willing to keep on keeping on, but I mean, only if you are interested in me. Keep on keeping on. Uniswap. Yeah, I don't know what that is. So if you are part of the swing trading VIP group, heads up to this possible flag breakout where we'll be adding on our Ethereum longs. Yeah, Linda, I know. Very, I mean, of course, it's a possibility, you know. And I mean, to be completely honest, I'm still very, very bullish metals. You know, fundamentally speaking, right? I'm still very, very bullish metals. Yeah, I mean, this drop in gold is looking very, very scary for bulls, but on the higher time frames, right? I mean, just look at the 4-day chart, right? This is still very bullish. I mean, to me, technically speaking, anything above the 1740 to 1690 is bullish, and fundamentally speaking, of course, with the heavy rise in inflation, of course, gold is a hedge against inflation, and with you know, the Federal Reserve and central banks overall actually keeping their pace on this round of quantitative easing, it's just you know, bringing more inflationary pressure to the economies, and again, that's basic. I mean, grosso modo, why I am still fundamentally bullish metals, right? But technically speaking, you know, there is no setup to buy into this weakness. This is a very strong move. So, but but I see I mean I see what you mean, Linda. Right here. Let's have a look. This is the hourly. Let's have a look at the 3 hour chart, right? So yeah, this is the level where we could see some buyers jumping, right? But the thing about this, right? The thing about this, you know, even though I am fundamentally bullish, very bullish metals, you know, you have to trade what you see, right? So even though if buyers jump in here, sellers that jump in around the 1830 level are going to be moving down here. So it's going to be kind of hard for buyers to again move price up. But I mean I believe that the bullish, I mean the bullish idea, the bullish trade idea in gold is still valid. Now I have to rework on this chart, so I'm going to eliminate all the drawings. Right, let's have a look at the chat. CAT news just now is weak data and why our trade sell CAT is losing. Right, so let me show you. Actually, I mean you were looking at Forex Factory, right? But you have to. I mean, I'm going to show you the actual release. Here it is. So full employment change in Canada was 83,000, 83K versus minus 32K the previous month, right? This is a big in employment change, right? Now, I don't know why the numbers don't add up here in Forex Factory, but you know, this is basically, I mean, this data, the data on this news terminal is basically taken from a Bloomberg terminal. Now, Canada part-time employment change, that was a miss. Yeah, I mean, it was, I mean, it was a bit in employment numbers in Canada. Right, so you guys have any more questions at all? You know, more than happy to answer them. So, yeah, just let me know if you have any questions. Should I get Aussie yen now since I've got no hedge on it? Let's have a look at where the Aussie yen is trading. Yeah, I mean, sure, I mean, it's still pretty much valid, you know. Let's actually calculate them. I mean, we're up 20 pips. You know, it's not ideal, but I mean, the decision is yours. I mean, you know, completely and utterly yours. Right? So, no questions? Well, I think we've been live for an hour and 15 minutes, you know, basically looking at non-farm payrolls and the market's reaction. Let's have a last look at equities. You know, equities are flying. Yeah, but I mean, I am not the one that's going to be buying all-time highs in the Dow. But you know, but having said that, let's have a look at the 4 hour chart. Next week, what I'm going to be looking for, and this is actually is very good, right? Next week, what I'm going to be looking for is a dip to the 3,500 level, 35,000 level, and then I will get a nice risk to reward for a buy, and you know, a buy and hold on the Dow. So heads up to that. That will be on the VIP group if we can trade it, right? So thank you for joining me. You know, have a great weekend. if you're not part of the VIP group, and I mean, you can see it on my screen. Um, we have an offer, 50% off offer if you use the coupon Orlando50. Just try us out. There's a 30-day money back guarantee, and yep, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. I am always, always, always pretty happy to be here with you guys. Again, have a great weekend. Rest. Stay away from the charts. Just come back Sunday evening and I'm going to try. Actually, I'm going to try to do. Every Sunday evening, I do my prep for the entire week. Right. Um, it takes me about 2 hours or so. So maybe I'm going to do it live if you guys want to, right? Uh, yeah, actually, I am going to do it live. So you are all invited to join me. Maybe we are going to take some trades um, on Sunday. I mean, sometimes there are very good opportunities at the Sunday Open. Yeah, I mean, stay tuned. It'll be I don't know what time it is. So I mean, it'll be around 5 p.m. my time. So I mean, it'll be very late for you guys in Europe, but or very early. I don't know. I'm gonna send you guys a message or I'm gonna try to do it early. I mean, um, early on Sunday, so everybody can join. So I'm gonna schedule it. I'll figure it out. I'll send you guys a message. Everybody is welcome to join. You know, maybe you do a live video for swing trades. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I do a a what? Hold on, mate. I do a just give me 1 second, please. Yeah, I do a live session on for the swing trading VIP group, right? But no, Sunday session is going to be open for everybody. You know, more than happy to share my my prep session with everybody. Yeah, I mean, right now it's 7:46 a.m. here, so really it's too early on a Sunday morning, man. Maybe it'll be 3 hours from now or so. I'll figure it out. I'll try to schedule it so everybody can join. And um, I do the prep. Do the prep for the week with me, and the markets are going to be closed, so that's going to be very good because we're going to take our time, right? Okay, cool. Thank you for joining me, guys. Again, have a great weekend. If you're not part of the VIP group, the offer is still available. Um, the offer is still available. Just use the coupon, and if it doesn't make sense to you, just there's a 30-day money back guarantee, so there's no risk for you. Okay, be careful with scammers. Learn to trade is never going to ask you to send funds over ever. We are never going to contact you via Instagram, Twitter, or Telegram, WhatsApp, or whatever. The only way to contact us is via email. So be careful with that, please. Right? And right, have a great weekend, guys. See you on Sunday. Bye.